Hey Switchheads, welcome back. My name's Kanan and this is my review for Ping Redux, a kind of puzzly mix of Pong and Breakout, I suppose. But will it reach the dizzy heights of the Wall of Fame, or will it be forever doomed to the Wall of Shame? Or somewhere in between? Let's find out. So hit that like and subscribe button, and also join us in Discord, link below. The gameplay. Set out in an array of stages, as you can see, or worlds as they're called, and there are many of them, and within each world there's a set number of actual levels and a ender level boss, I suppose you would call it. And each of these levels have a star rating, and each star has a rating of its own, I think. I couldn't quite work all of this out. But anyway, let's just have a look at the gameplay, shall we? So, as you can see, you just aim with the left stick, and you press A to shoot. And the aim is to aim and hit that orange. Boom. Done. Dusted. And then you just progress on to the next level. As you can see, you can press X to reset yourself. You can keep your finger on the actual directional button, and that will keep you going in a said direction, but slowly. If you actually take your finger off it, you catapult yourself quicker. Simple. You can only take so many hits into the actual walls, and some levels have different amount of shots for each, so you can either press once and then you're catapulted forward, but that's it, your momentum just carries you. Or some levels you get to shoot and then have another shot, so you essentially catapult yourself forward, and then within that you can then catapult yourself in a different direction by holding the directional button wherever you want to go. And as stated before, this has a end level nasties, or end level bad guys, or end level whatever you want to call them, but they're kind of end level bosses, and you have a set amount of bounces to, well, do the biz on certain ones, and then other ones you have to basically avoid bombs, and if you get stuck in between one of these, blow up and they'll take you with it. But you have to basically beat a high score and destroy asteroids. And then there's ones where you have to take out these spheres, and by doing so you'll open up a gap and you can go through it to another level, but you only have a certain amount of shots as they are to actually do it in. The graphics, very Pong-like, I have to admit. They've really kept true with the feeling of this, and it also has that kind of Breakout feeling, you know, look to it. It's very nice. It's obviously blocky, very retro in nature, and I think it does the job quite well. There's some quite nice, you know, retro feeling and inspired levels here, which you can see from the original Pong all the way to kind of like a Donkey Kong inspired type levels. There are some quite surprising ones in here, which I think will bring a smile to a lot of people's faces. The sound. Okay, so the sound is everything's like, you know, retro-ish and all that lot, but that soundtrack, wow. If you're into your techno, then you will absolutely love this. I'm not so much into that techno kind of feeling, but whilst playing a game like this, I can definitely appreciate it, why it's there, and, you know, I enjoy it within the actual game itself. I will say I had no problem, and the sound and graphics worked perfectly fine in TV and in handheld mode. But just like most of these sort of games, I think I prefer it in handheld because I've got that extra, I don't know, physical feeling with the game when I can actually have it in my hands and control it close up. The good, well, it's a lovely retro game. It is fun, it's a good puzzler, it does have many levels. That techno music soundtrack that went with it is absolutely brilliant, and the level designs, some of them are just absolutely like, it will just bring a smile to your face. The bad, I'm just a little bit worried about the longevity of this game. I mean, I played to World 5 in one sitting whilst I sat here and recorded it, and I enjoyed it, but I could kind of feel a bit of waning there. So I'm not quite sure whether the longevity will be there, but I mean, it's not exactly expensive, so the parallel there is, you know, you're getting your money's worth whichever way you look at it. I can see that it might put a few people off, and I'm guessing that some people wouldn't like the actual soundtrack to it, which is, to me, as I said, take it or leave it. I enjoyed it within the game, even though it's not my sort of music. The score. Now, I've thought long and hard about this one, and I've just been on the fence. And in the end, after playing a little bit more of the game, I'm going to settle with a great big 4 out of 5. It didn't quite reach that 5 out of 5 mark. I just didn't, I don't know, it just wasn't 100% feeling, I don't know, something was just missing, but I couldn't quite put my finger on, and I still can't. But a 4 out of 5 is still a pretty darn decent score, and I think I'll go back to this one a few more times, but I just can't see myself going back to it in like a month's time or something. I think I'd probably have had enough then, but it's pretty good value for money, so you know, I'm just going to settle on 4 out of 5. And so it would be easy for me to suggest a alternative of, well, basically Breakout and probably Pong, but instead I'm going to suggest a game called Columno. It's, I believe, £1.79. I'll drop a link of my review down below, and yeah, you can check it out yourselves. But it's another puzzler game which is really, really neat and has something a bit different about it. And so, what do you all think? Did you enjoy the video? What do you think of the game? Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and you know, join us in the Discord. You're always welcome. We're a nice little family in there. We chat about different things, and we'll for sure make you feel welcome. The link's below, and don't forget to leave a comment as well, because it really helps with that YouTube algorithm. And don't forget, life is better when we switch together.